He was called the one-tap machine, or the headshot machine, long before Bit appeared on the scene, who was obviously inspired by him.
Human headshot machine. You understand this? Headshot.
People, they know me as the headshot machine. They know me from the highlights they see. They know me from the matches they watch. They talk about my one-taps. And I think for me, aiming is so easy. I just go into a match and that's it.
Even his own teammates suspected him of cheating and kicked him out of the team. But despite all this, Scream managed to gather an audience of thousands of fans who tried to become like their idol. Since childhood, when he learned that his favorite game had an esports component, Scream was determined to become a part of this world and improved his skills every day to achieve his goal.
I started CS in 2006. I think I was 9, 12, I don't know. Between 9 and 12, I don't remember.
The seeds of his career started like everyone else, with the usual group of friends spending time together in computer clubs. Back then it was CS Source, and the team he was kicked out of was Red Face. They believed that the man simply couldn't play at that level and that his actions were cheating. If only they knew how wrong they were. Anyway, Adel didn't take it personally and was soon invited to join the first famous 3D Max team. His teammates were Apex and Shox. Scream would have many more tags with the latter, and Shox would act as a kind of guardian angel, but more on that later. With them, Adil got his first win in the Maxland tournament, beating the strongest French team at the time, Very Games. After 3D Max, there was Team LDLC and a few other teams, but they didn't have much success.
1v4 now, Scream has a big job on his hands. He gets one onto it, Zed, he gets another one, that's 3! Scream spamming away, Neil doesn't get the defuse, and Scream, the beast!
But then the time of change came, and all CS fans were forced to switch to the new version of the game, Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Epsilon Esports became the first team in the new game, and they will soon move under the tag of Millennium. With them, Scream wins another tournament, Epsilon 9, and 2 months later, under the Imaginary Gaming tag, took 3rd place at Starladder Star Series 4 in Kyiv, losing to VP. Scream dazzled with his talent and impressed everyone interested in professional Counter-Strike. His headshots were second to none. In his best years, his scores from 64.7% to 73.5% headshot percentage, which no one can come close to today. Such a performance was noticed by Very Games, who Scream had once beaten. He was invited to take RPK's place.
Look at Forrest coming in here so aggressively, and that's actually going to be assist to get the kill on Smith. Scream with 1 and 2. Scream is on fire. It's a triple kill. It's a quick kill for Scream.
Shox steps away. Not gonna happen. Shox takes his team into the finals, and he's taken them to the absolute top of this league. That was absolutely incredible stuff from Very Games. They are the winners of the Raid Call EMS1 2013 Fall Finals, and what a way to get themselves there.
Together with them, he managed to win 3 big tournaments and reach the semifinals of the first major of his career, DreamHack Winter 2013. After almost a year of his stay in Very Games, due to financial problems, the team was forced to move to a new tag, Titan.
Do see Scream, the last man standing. This could be map point. Scream still alive and kicking. 2 players to find, 40 seconds to do it. Bomb is not to his hand. He's got a safe pickup on that one. So, can he do this for the French side of Titan? Oh my god! What? Scream goes huge! Beautiful play!
Very Games was simply not interested in the CS discipline and stopped funding it. Under the Titan tag was undoubtedly the most stellar lineup of the time. Scream, NBK, Shox, Smiths, and Existence. They were expected to show strong results, but everything turned out to be the opposite. The double 9 to 12 place at the majors in Katowice and Cologne questioned the feasibility of the team's existence in this interpretation, and even the fact that in 2013, Scream took the 7th place in the top 20 best players according to HLTV did not influence him to stay in this lineup. With the Titans kick and the team's subsequent reluctance to let Scream return had a painful effect on Adil himself. He even considered quitting his professional career altogether, but he managed to come to terms with it and continued to establish himself as one of the top players in the history of CES.
Oh, fucking
One dead palace?
Yeah, connected.
What the fuck? That's the fucking donation!
Good job!
What? Okay.
My friends.
For several months, he played for Epsilon, from where he was invited to join the former Team Kinguin, a new organization, the website of the same name that wanted to try their hand at esports.
A little bit of a dangerous move, and now we're gonna see Scream takes the risk, pops out, picks up 2 frags on Device, Dupree grabs a 3rd on Zipix, and the 4th huge play by Scream to take out Cage and B Zipix Dupree.
They would later become Gamers 2 and then the well-known G2.
The CT side is their better side. It's their T side where they really struggle.
What?
Oh! Scream! Is this real?
He walks across the front of the site and doesn't see him. It should give away where he is. Exactly that. No! Snaps back. The low HP haunts him and Scream! He's gonna pull the round back!
At first, Adel didn't stay with the Samurais for long and went to the same Titans who once didn't want to take him.
And Smith is going to be aggressive in Darkstall. Is he going to catch Crazy Guy? He will. There's the frag and the spray comes in from Carr. And Scream just gets himself a tiny little 4K.
And Scream, the only man left, comes around the corner, finds a head onto Edward, gets himself an AK. Now, oh my word, that was dirty. Manages to find another, taps around, gets a 3rd.
However, due to a series of circumstances, he returned with the entire Titan lineup under the G2 tag. 2016 turned out to be the most successful year for Scream in recent times, which cannot be said for the team as a whole. They managed to win the ESC with $250,000 prize pool.
And there is the smoke that's going to basically tell Fnatic what's going on. It's the B split, but there's Dennis ready behind the crate. The first frag comes in, bides his time, but Scream will still be undenied. It's up to Olafmeister with the AWP on the sights. First shot connected, one more player, that's all he needs to find. Scream gets the headshot though, 1-on-1 for him. Looking for that 1 versus 1, the next one. Against 3W, he's got 15 seconds to play with, but he's just gonna go for it. It is just Taco now, 19 health with that Tech 9, and there's too much to do, and too little to do with 16-5. G2 are your ECS Season 1 champions.
Adil became MVP and finished the year 9th in the HLTV rankings.
Success early on, that's where those upsets come from, because early on they did play, the opponents were being that passive style, but now you can see Scream doesn't care anymore. Scream's doing the no respect, 4 quick headshots and the ace.
But the majors remained out of reach despite the successful qualifiers. Constant 9-12, 13-16 places in the tournament itself hardly satisfied the organization. The last straw was the Atlanta Major, where the team again failed to qualify for the playoffs.
I don't see any way out. 15 rounds for the Danish team, 1 more kill, and it's gonna be 16. They'll move on here in the group stage. They're not through yet, and that's it. Config with the final kill, 16-9, as they knock G2 out of this major tournament.
And Adil was once again placed on the free agent list. Next, Scream tried to play in Envy, Fnatic, Gamer Legion, and a few other teams, hoping that they would be the ones to tame him and bring out his full potential. As you can imagine, this also failed. In general, his style of play has always stood out. While some people were learning tactics, spreads, and other nuances of the game, Scream was honing his aim.
2 more banana.
Flashing.
Woo!
Why so easy? Wow.
So fucking easy, man.
Oh my god.
This is what brought him the most fans, because it was much easier to understand than some arrogant tactics demonstrated by other players. His headshots brought him notoriety when he tried to play exclusively this way in some tournaments.
The one for sure.
Yeah. He's got 1 bullet in it. He's reloaded, he's got 1 bullet.
Oh! Scream!
It's quite a big tell when they're
Oh my god, Scream! Scream!
When Adil was denied a return to Titan, Existence said, "I understand that Scream will give us a significant boost in firepower, but will weaken the team in general due to his specific playstyle." Shox had a slightly different opinion. He felt that it was possible to build their game around the specifics of the game. During G2, they decided that if Adil wanted to look for kills on the map, regardless of which side he was playing for, he could do so. Even though his actions sometimes crossed the line of common sense, Shox didn't want the captain or coach to scold Scream for it, as he felt it could have a negative effect on him. And while Scream was able to survive his kick with Titan and somehow rehabilitate himself, the story with G2 was completely strange. Adil was not even told why he was kicked. According to him, he believed that the team had a pretty good atmosphere and that they could improve. After these vicissitudes, Scream seriously thought about ending his career in CS. However, this did not mean that he would leave the general esports scene. His eyes fell on a new discipline at that time, Valorant. At first, he mostly played various show matches, where he even got some wins.
Headshot. Headshot.
Let's go! Behind me, this way. Let's go, man!
And in 2020, he joined Team Liquid. There he played for 2 seasons with another well-known CS player, the Finn Jampy. The team was even one step away from the final of the local world championship, Valorant Champions 2021.
Down as well for the C side. This is going to force them into the back. And I like the attack. I like the counter, rather, of popping down the old pushing mid to catch them on the way and Scream. Oh my god, man! Headshot after headshot! And Scream comes through to ruin their day. Toronto's even naded himself, and Scream aces it out. A headshot wallbang.
But lost to the future champion Asen.
At fault line, and it's a 3-1 for Bone Cold again. He gets a second. Scream answering back. He's got to deliver something here. CNED is in position. It's all on Scream's shoulders. There is a whiff from CNED. Opportunity for Scream if he can find him. There we go. Scream looking to make it happen. Oh my god, Scream gets himself an ace! If that doesn't bring Liquid back into this, I don't know what will. Yampy's in such a bad position. What can he do? He's forced to have to just hold. They're gonna swing him, and they're gonna find themselves now in the grand finals. Liquid have been dominated by Ascend. Liquid's hot run, the undefeated run, has been crushed by Ascend.
In 2022, Adil's brother Nivera joined the team, after which the team's results began to decline. It is surprising that Carmine Corp, one of the most popular esports clubs in France, built their team around the brothers. The results there were far from ideal, so it is not surprising that the brothers Scrim and Nivera were fired after failing to reach the World Cup. Adil said that even though he liked the game, he was upset that it was much less skill-based than your aim. It's hard to say if it was really the right decision for Adil to leave Counter-Strike and try a new discipline. Many people believe that his form still allowed him to play, but since it was a personal decision, it is pointless to criticize it. His story is not finished yet, and the time may come when the headshot machine will return to the big CS scene in one of the possible realizations of his knowledge and skills. In the spring, there were rumors that he and his brother wanted to return to CS2 and were looking for a new team, but it's almost the middle of summer, and there is no information about his transition to a new team.
Guys, chat, let's be honest. Let's be honest with yourself, with everybody. Okay, I'm not good. Let's be honest, I'm not good right now. I'm not playing good. But the game feels so much worse than CSGO. So much worse. Like, I played 5 games right now. It feels so much worse. It's good, huh? The game is good. Like, it's not a bad game. But it feels worse than it was before.
They will fight for middle. I will flash you out.
And I don't understand that.
And I'll flash you out.
Isn't it supposed to be better?
I did go with them. You can bait them.
In the meantime, we urge you to subscribe, like, and ring the bell. Good game.